So I was just talking to myself for like 2 minutes. Didn't know I wasn't recording. Jeez. Welcome back. This will be my week 1 video for intermittent fasting. Yay. So right off the bat, I will say we're not going to discuss weight this first time because just like what happened with Nutrisystem on week 1, I got my period. Woo! So that always skews the numbers. That always makes the numbers look bigger than they are. I did notice throughout the week that it was going down. We just don't know the actual number because for 3 days, that has happened, so we're not sure. I did notice that when it did go down, it didn't go down as much as I was expecting. I did see other videos of people doing intermittent fasting and they had large numbers. They were also over 300 pounds and I'm 175, so maybe I know, of course, that weight comes off at a slower rate when you're a lower weight. So, but I still don't think 175 and me being 5'2" is a good weight. I still feel like I should be, it should be coming off more. But we'll see. We'll see at week 2 where we are with that. So anyway, this will kind of be talking about the first week. So it was much easier than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, that was surprising. And for those of you who don't know what intermittent fasting is, I talked about it in my recap video, but it is when you choose an 8-hour block of time. The normal method is the 16-8. So 16 hours of fasting in a row. And then you choose an 8-hour block of time, and that's your eating window. You eat in there, and that's what it is. So I stay up later. I stay up till about 1, 2 in the morning. There's people I talk to in the U.S. and I'm here in Japan and stuff like that. So I usually stay up till 1 or 2 in the morning. So the 8-hour block of time that I chose was from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. in that time. So that's the block of time I chose going into this. So anyways, I'll kind of break it apart by day. So I started on Wednesday and I slept in quite a bit. I dropped Serena off for school and then I came home and slept because the gym is closed on Wednesdays. So on these Wednesdays like this, I don't really, I'm in Japan, so she goes to school and that's when I go to the gym. In America, I would go at night after working my 9 to 5 job. I'd go at night, but here I go during the day and the gym is closed, so I slept in. So I didn't start eating then till 4 p.m. and I never ate that late again throughout the week because I slept in on Wednesday. And of course today, this Wednesday, I'm not sleeping in, so we'll see when So I didn't start eating till 4, which is crazy. But then I ate till 8:30. After 8:30, I stopped eating, and I have till 10. So on Monday was the best day all week for eating. I only gave myself a 4.5-hour window. And I kept track of the window that I ate in, so I could get an average for what I was most comfortable eating. As a whole, generally, I get done at 8:30. I don't ever feel the need to eat past 8:30. I don't get hungry again at 10. So 8:30 seems to be my new done time. But this whole week I gave myself 2 to 10. So then Thursday was the first day of me going to the gym without eating anything. And that was scary. Just as a general rule, before you go to the gym, you always think you need to have some fuel in you. As a general rule for the day, you feel like you have to have some fuel in you. Have breakfast, right? Most important meal of the day, and give yourself energy for the day and things like that. But I went on an empty stomach. And Tuesdays and Thursdays, I do back-to-back classes. So I do 2 classes. And to get there, since I'm in Japan, I don't get to just drive my car. We don't have a car here because we're only here for 1 year. We didn't want to do that. So it's either bicycle for 25 minutes to get there, which sometimes I'll do it, but it's the rainy season. And even if it wasn't, I don't do it on days where I do 2 classes because then it's too much. But even if I don't do it for 2 classes, what I have to do is walk across the street, around a big building, go to the bus station. The bus takes me to the mall, which is the closest I can get. Then I have to walk through the mall, across a large parking lot, and then I'm at the gym. So it still takes me about 20 minutes to get there through all the walking slash bus situation. Anyway, so that whole time on the bus, I was like, I have to go do these classes, and Thursdays are weightlifting too. So I do a weightlifting class. It's kind of akin to a body pump in the US, but they call it Power Rush here. Same thing. It's a body pump class like the US. And again, I don't know any Japanese. I'm learning some things at the gym. I'm learning right and left. I'm learning forward and back. I'm learning quick and slow, things like that, like normal gym speak. But everything else, blah, 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 I have no idea. So, and it's the first time I tried the weightlifting class here too. I did them in the US, but I haven't done them here in Japan yet. So, going into a new class with no fuel, a weightlifting class followed by a cardio class, I was really nervous. And I felt it on the way there, but I think I was just feeling nervous hunger pains, like, oh, usually you grab a banana. Even if I was running late, I'd grab a banana, something, but nothing. So, yeah, then I went to the class, and it was actually okay. The first class, at the beginning, I was feeling kind of hungry. Near the middle, I was kind of hungry. But then, you get, at least for me, when I'm in a class, I just don't, even if I come starving, I don't think about being hungry. I'm too focused on working out, and even up to about a half an hour to an hour after working out, I'm still not hungry because you're running off of the energy that you just expended and now have. Because for me, at least when I work out, I get energy back too, which is weird, but I've heard that other people feel the same too. So for the first class, I was okay. Then there's about a 20-minute break between that and the next class. So I actually started to feel my energy come on an uptick. And I was surprised because no food. So then the second class I went into, I started off with that same energy level, but then as the class went, my energy just shot up. It was amazing. And then after both classes, no food. I mean, I drank water. You can anyway, but especially when you're working out, you have to hydrate. And after that second class, I was the most energetic I've ever been, ever, after a back-to-back classes like that. I was ready for a third class. I mean, I couldn't because I had to come home and get Serena off the bus and stuff, but I was ready. I was ready to do it. I had so much energy. It was crazy how much energy I had. So that was surprising. And on day 2, and then I came home and I was fine. So day 2, because those are early morning classes. So day 2, I started at the 2 p.m. like I should, and I ate till 8:30 again. So that was 6.5 hours on that day. And then Friday, I started later. Serena had a half day, so I couldn't go to the gym. But I just kind of did house cleaning and stuff like that because we were expecting company this weekend. So I ran around, I was doing cleaning and laundry and that sort of thing. So I didn't eat till 3:45. It's another late day. Those are the only 2 late days. So 3:45 I started eating, and then I stopped at 8:30. So, about 5 hours and 15 minutes, something like that. And then Saturday and Sunday this weekend was different than normal. Most weekends, we don't do anything. Me and my husband are the same in that way where we're not super social beings. We don't really go out and do things much, and our doing things is like taking Serena and we all go out to dinner. Or the occasional Serena and I will go to a movie, or that's our going out. We don't really spend a lot of time socializing with people. So this weekend we did. So Saturday, Serena had a sporting event at her school. Well, the park next to her school. And it went for 6 hours. 6 hours! I'm sorry, but in the US, no. The longest I've ever seen a school event go for is maybe 3 hours. But on average, they're about 2 to 3 hours. There's no way an event in the US for children would last for 6 hours. They understand that parents have shit to do and we don't want to sit around. I mean, it's great to go and see your kid be active or do choir or do different things, but you don't want to be there for 6 hours on a Saturday. And it was early morning too. So it was, but anyway, I digress. We were there for 6 hours. And when everyone had to stop doing their sports things and eat lunch, I obviously had to eat lunch then. I mean, because otherwise I wasn't going to eat lunch till much later, because again, this went for 6 hours. So then it was going to get done at like 3:30, then we'd have to come back home, so then I wouldn't have eaten till 4. But anyways, so I moved my eating window from the 2 to 10 up then to 12:30 to 8:30. Still only 8 hours, but I just shoved forward a couple hours. It's fine. So that's what I ate for. I ate 12:30, and I had till 8:30. But that day I only ate till 6:30, so 6 hours. Yeah. And then Sunday we had people over to our house. We made them steaks and mashed potatoes. We made it very American. And the Japanese guys, they loved it. They really, really liked it. So that again was it was a lunch thing. They came over for lunch. They came around 12:30 and left around 5:30. So it was quite a while that they were here. So that day I moved my window up again to 12:30 to 8:30, and that was the only day I took advantage of the full 8 hours. 12:30 to 8:30. I ate that whole 8 hours because we had that big lunch, and then I waited for hours. And I was fine, and I was fine, and I was fine. And then at around the 6.5 hour mark, I was really hungry. So I did eat again. I ate just snacks. I just snacked on a few things, a few healthy snacks, and then I was fine. But that's the only time I took up the whole 8 hour window. So then Monday, Monday she had to stay home from school because of Monday they had a holiday. They have so many holidays here. I feel like I'm living in Europe. You know, the US has maybe like a few holidays, maybe a handful, maybe 2 handfuls if you work at a bank of holidays, but every other country has so many. So she didn't go to school, so I didn't get to go to the gym. Gyms here do not have child watching situations, which pisses me off, but anyway. Started at 2:45 and ended at 8:30, so that was 6 hours and 15 minutes of eating. And then yesterday was 2:30 to 8:30, so again 6 hours. So on average, I'm spending about, I added it up, and it's 6.07 hours. So on average about 6 hours. So I think I can definitely skim down my window. I could keep it 8 hours going into week 2. I heard both week 1 and 2 are the hardest weeks. If that's true, I feel like it was not very hard for me at all. I mean, I started getting a little hungry, but I'd get a little hungry about an hour before I was supposed to be able to eat. So then I just made myself busy. I feel like the most important thing to do during the fasting periods is to make yourself busy. So if you're at work, perfect. You're making yourself busy at work. I'm in Japan though, so I can't just go to work during the day this year. I'm going to go back to work and everything when I get back. But when I get back to the US, I'll be the normal 9 to 5 thing. But now, I'm in Japan. So I have to make myself busy in other ways. Go grocery shopping, do some crochet, do these videos. Something to distract me. But even then, it wasn't hard. I felt hunger, and I'm okay in the hunger feeling. I feel like if you went from a place where you ate whatever you wanted and you were never watching what you're eating, never doing any of that, if you went from a place like that to this, it would be difficult. Probably. Very much. But I'm coming from a place where I probably eat in a 10-hour window normally anyway. So making it go down to 8 hours wasn't that difficult. And now I feel like I should make it smaller. I should make it a 6-hour window. So I think going into week 2, my parameters will be 2:30 to 8:30. Seems to be 8:30 is the magic number. I never want to eat past 8:30. I'm fine, I'm good. And I don't know if it's your organs are done, because they say it is, but they're done processing things. But 2:30 to 8:30 is going to be my time going in, and next week I can give you an update as far as weight loss. Even if it is just still the 1 pound a week that I was losing prior to this, I'm going to be okay with that because I'm still losing a pound a week and my system is working more efficiently. I'm noticing a spike in energy. All these good things that are coming from it. So as long as the weight's also going down, even at a normal rate, I'm fine with it. So anyways, sorry for the long video. That was my rant on week 1. Thank you.